MySpace, where is it today? Because nobody uses the app anymore, right? I mean, it died like a decade ago, is what I would say if I was stupid. If I was a dumb, stupid idiot head, because that platform actually still has 6 million monthly users. How? It's actually really interesting, and we're gonna go down a huge rabbit hole, but we're gonna first take a look at modern MySpace, and then we're gonna revive MySpace. I'm not kidding. This video was quite the doozy because MySpace goes way deeper than I thought, and what started as just a look at modern MySpace turned into an all-out obsession of obscure social media platforms modeled after 2005. Help me. So I don't really know what you think of when I say MySpace. I don't know what image pops into your mind or what feelings you feel, but I never really used it because its peak was 2008, April, and my birthday is also in April. I was 1 year old then. You may think of talking to your friends, you may think of that one social media app that was like way worse than Facebook in your opinion. Regardless, it's been 17 years since its peak, and I want to know what it's like. So I headed on over to the MySpace.com page in 2025. Let's see where they're at now and what the heckers are they actually doing over there. What could you do still? Okay, so this is their homepage, and admittedly, it's just a little confusing. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. So they've got a news tab, they've got a thing where you can find people, you know, the people tab that they used to have back in MySpace when everybody actually used it. They have that same people tab here, but it seems that it's only for famous people. So, but you can find other, you know, regular idiots like you and I. People that don't matter, insignificant, you know. And then right here, I can actually hover over this.
Yeah, and the thing is,
and it plays sound. So I think that's like TV shows that MySpace makes. What? And down here you just got a bunch of pictures of people, but when I clicked on them, it's more news. I think they're still like active, but then if you go to the other things, all of these are basically completely outdated except for the news tab. So it seems that news and artist of the day is still the only things that they keep up, and it seems that their focus is still musicians like it was back in the day. This is where MySpace is at now. At their peak, they had 115 million monthly users in April 2008. That was their peak. Now they have 6 million. And you may be like, oh, they fell off. Yes. True, I ain't arguing with that, but 6 million people is still a lot. Like that's a lot. But when you go to these side tabs, these really interested me. You can listen to music, but if you search any relevant artist today, they're not getting any plays. And anything with even relatively substantial views is going to be from 2008 to 2010. And if you go to any other artist also, it's the same story. I don't think people listen to music on this platform anymore. I just don't from looking at the numbers. I'll just save you the time because I, well, wasted mine looking at the other tabs, but I'll sum it up here. So all three of these bottom tabs are basically just a ghost town. It seems like the only thing that MySpace is really doing anymore is news, and somehow they're boasting 6 million follower users on news alone. The MySpace 2025 isn't really what I'm after. This doesn't capture the magic, and it's surely not the same platform that it once was. It's mainly a media company that puts out really bad news articles that only cover celebrities. Somehow, 6 million people are interested in this, but I am not. What I'm interested in is the MySpace that we all knew to be the magical place to meet cool new people. That was their whole thing, right? And I found a way to go back. A little while ago, something interesting happened. I was watching a Curtis Connor video and I came across something that he used called the Wayback Machine. And it seems that this Wayback Machine takes you back to any snapshot, so any version of a website. You could go to 2001 YouTube. You can go to 1980s Google if you'd like to. So I'm gonna test it, this thing that I've never used before, on MySpace, to go back to the golden age of MySpace and figure out what was so great about this. Let me see what everybody loved about this platform. Let's take it back to 2008. April. Okay, so I've pulled up the Wayback Machine, and I'm pretty sure you just type in MySpace and go to 2008. Take a snapshot, and it should take us there. This is sick. We've got cool new videos on MySpace.tv, cool new people. We've got Rick, Ula, Dana. Are those all German people? I don't. And then we've got a bunch of links here: books, celebrity chat rooms, comedy download. I mean, this looks like what the internet should look like. Like when I'm looking at this, I'm like, this looks the most internet-esque I've ever seen anything look in the internet. Like new MySpace, average, I don't know, Reddit, average YouTube, like modern stuff. Compared to all of their old counterparts, I feel like their old counterparts kind of feel more like inviting. isn't internet. Is that just me? I didn't even really use like old internet like that. I grew up on very modern internet. Like I'm Gen Z and like relatively the younger side of Gen Z, so I'm not even familiar with the old internet. But when I look at it, I'm like, this should be what the internet is. Anyways, we got MySpace Music, MySpace Specials, but if I click on any of these links, it seems like only a couple of them work. So we can pull up all of these profiles, but if I click on any one of them, it doesn't actually have the link. And this, my friends, is MySpace. To be honest, there's not too much to look at since the whole functionality isn't really here. For some reason, even though I never used MySpace, I'm kind of feeling nostalgia right now. I don't know why. Brain, please stop doing that. Now the thing is, the functionality isn't all here, but I found something that does give us all the functionality that we need, and it's called Windows93.net. If we just type in myspace.windows93.net and we hit enter, you do have to hit enter, it brings us to what MySpace is supposed to look like. Tom. So Windows 93 actually takes you back to the old MySpace and you can see everything. And here we have functionality. So we could actually go and see Jenkins Pop. This guy. Bitch, get off my MySpace. Stay off my MySpace. Bitch, get off my MySpace. Dude, this is a banger. Stay off my MySpace. Bitch, get off my MySpace. So this guy actually made the website, which is pretty cool. Good job, bro. Thank you. Let's check out some crazy profiles. This guy is Jaden Desmond. You can see the background is kind of giving me epilepsy. My cursor is like a little guitar. I actually love this about MySpace where you can customize your whole page. This is sick. I know in like Discord, they kind of try to do the same thing where you can customize the page that you have, but it's not MySpace-esque. I wish they would just bring it back, complete MySpace style, where you can customize everything. Like, you can't do this on Discord. You can't do this on Discord, but you can on MySpace. I think the whole magic of MySpace is that everything is customizable, everything is about the people, and when I see something like this, I feel like I already know this guy, and that's cool. That's what social media should be like. Okay, the camera just died, but I'm gonna use this for just a second. I'm sure we'll get it back. Even Windows 93, even the Wayback Machine, it doesn't all exactly give us what I'm looking for specifically. I want to try something that actually gives me access in this modern day to something like this. Other people have recreated platforms, specifically 2 that I want to visit in this video. First off, let's visit Friend Project. Okay, now we will be checking out Friend Project, which I found off of like a Reddit post thing. Also, I just wanted to comment on my new setup here. If you watch my videos regularly, you will recognize that this is not where I normally am, because I'm not in my own house anymore. So I didn't move, but just for like a month, I'm on a work trip with my dad. So this is gonna be the set for a little while. But before you comment about it, yes, I am in a new location. Anywho, let's check out Friend Project. Okay, so immediately it seems pretty like old style. Okay, what can you do on Friend Project? It's a good thing they said that, because that was my question. Connect with thousands, make friends and grow your circle. Style your space, that's pretty good. Show off your interests, blog your heart out. I would personally like to keep my heart, I don't want to blog that much. Start a community, build a group or club for your passion, cause, or interests. Friend Project, where your creativity and connections thrive. Hot diggity dog. That's cool. Pardon my French, but holy guacamole. So it looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Let's look at some of the profile pics and see if these people are based. Oh my gosh, this is very confusing. Angie, oh my gosh, she looks creepy. Friend Project seems pretty cool. That being said, as exciting as it is, I'm more excited to visit SpaceHey. This, my friends, is SpaceHey, and I'll say it, SpaceHey is a dumb name. There's quite a few new people coming here, which is, for me, the main attraction. If I can get a consistent amount of people signing up all the time, then there's a greater likelihood that I'm gonna meet like lifelong friends on this platform, and that is the goal. Okay, right off the bat, they're just better than Friend Project. They have SpaceHey music, SpaceHey announcements. They're doing more. No tracking, no algorithms. It is sad that is an unbelievable thought to me when visiting a social media. No algorithms? What the heck? What kind of world am I living in? But it's cool that this doesn't have that. It's just like the people that have signed up last are gonna show up here and you can meet Strawberry with Mustache. Okay, so right off the bat, I have home browse where I can meet any people. I can search different people. I can blog. Bulletins I'm actually unfamiliar with. So it seems like they have a lot more than Friend Project, and that's pretty cool. All the things you miss about social networks are back. Bulletins, blogs, forums, and so much more. Cool. And somehow, I'm excited over something that looks like it was designed by someone who just learned HTML. Definitely doesn't look modern, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for friends. I'm looking for MySpace. Not yours, mine. All right, I'm sold. I'm gonna make this my new social media thing. I'm gonna make an account now, and we'll set up a page, let's make some friends. First, we visited MySpace in 2025. It was pretty sad, just a ghost town, a little bleak little ghost town. Then we went to the Wayback Machine, visited MySpace back in 2008, April. We went to Windows 93 to see a little bit different of a perspective, and that was also sick. But of course, I haven't experienced it yet. Let's make an account, let's make a page, and let's get spacing, boys.
Let's get off my MySpace.
Roughly like 45 minutes later, I finally have my profile made. So we go to the profile and it loads like Windows XP. This is my awesome page. I said, I am YouTuber, 500k subs, but without the K, you know. Good clarification. So anyways, emo's not dead, 420 cuties. What am I looking at? So yeah, over the course of the next few days, I'm gonna use this thing called SpaceHey, and then I'll be back to you with my findings and have some sort of story to tell, hopefully.
2 hours later.
Okay, I went insane. I know I said I'd check back in a couple of days, but about 2 hours after that, and I've been scrolling on this stupid platform for that entire time. Not good. So I've explored SpaceHey quite a bit and everything it has to offer, and first I just started off by going and browsing some new people, and I did find a few people, but those were the only people that were pretty cool. As I explored SpaceHey further, I realized this is just a place for goth people to hang out. Everybody here is like very moody, very goth. All of them have like depressing about me's, but the deeper I went, the more goth it got, and I'll just let you read this. And it only like gets worse. These are two mild ones. There are things that I would not dare to show, and there's nothing like pornographic or anything, just a lot of people that I would never hang out with. So I went to some groups and forums and I found one called YouTube Channel and Video Promotion. It was posted 4 years ago and basically no one communicates off of it, but I did find one person that is a YouTuber, and it's this guy, and he makes cool videos. He made this video called Why I Hate Suburbia, but he seems pretty cool, so I sent him a friend request. He hasn't gotten back, but I'm sure he will at some point, and then I went off on a tangent. I went and looked at more profile pics, and the deeper I went, the deeper this goes. One of them in particular that I found from a person named 666. They made everything here, and it may look low quality, but you have to code all of this, and that is very complicated. This person here was especially really interesting, and I started just digging deeper and deeper, and they do a blog, which they also customize absolutely everything. Then it got crazier. This person started a thing called Friends, and as you can see, their whole goal is to make SpaceHey great again. Everything about this person just screams insane. And this is only one case out of many. What the heck?
2 days later.
Okay, so I've used SpaceHey for a couple of days now, and it's pretty cool. I met some pretty cool people too. The YouTuber that I friended, he never got back to me, but then again, it's only been a couple of days. I met a Twitch streamer who just plays video games. He's got a bunch of VODs on YouTube. I met like the coolest 61-year-old ever. He's like absolutely insane. Remember that person that had like the crazy page and customized everything? Anyways, I messaged her and she's pretty cool. I think it's a her. I don't know. I actually also reached out to Ann, the creator of SpaceHey, and I asked for an interview. He never got back to me, presumably because he's like an extremely busy person. And all that is very cool, but honestly, this is my favorite part of SpaceHey. Just the random things that pop up. Barack Obama if he was a cat. What the meow? Nicolas Cage if he was Barack Obama being a cat. What? Anyways, I actually had a serious idea, and that is, what if I just made rant videos on a second channel that were like, you know, things that were easier for me to produce, but I could probably put out like one a day. Would you guys watch that? Anyways, I love you guys. Bye-bye, and join SpaceHey because it's awesome.